So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to call to order the 344th meeting of the City of Laurel Board of Appeals. May I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Whitley? Mr. Lee?
Present.
Ms. Les?
Present.
Ms. Collins?
Present.
Martin Mitchell? Chairwoman Chenault?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. And Mr. Mitchell is our new alternate? Okay, great.
Correct.
Wonderful. Let's see. Item number 2 on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of the October 26th meeting. May I have any amendments or corrections? If none, may I have a motion to approve?
Yes, Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve the minutes of the October 26th meeting.
Thank you. May I have a vote?
A second?
Second. Oh, I need a second. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Okay.
You did?
I second it.
Okay. Mr. Lee?
Yes.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Ms. Les?
Yes.
Chairwoman Chenault?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Well, we have a nice item coming up here, I think. Sounds good. Item number 3 is special exception application number 876, resolution number 17-06-BOA, 1110 Montgomery Street, filed by Lisa Everett, seeking a special exception application approval to operate a bed and breakfast. Laurel Manor House, located at 1110 Montgomery Street. May I have a reading of the record, please?
Yes. Good evening, board members. Special exception application number 876 was filed on September 27, 2017 by Lisa Everett to operate a bed and breakfast entitled Laurel Manor House Bed and Breakfast to be located at 1110 Montgomery Street, Laurel, Maryland, 20707. Under date of October 10, 2017, the application and a cover letter asking for comments was also sent to the following agencies: Maryland State Highway Administration, Washington Suburban Sanitary Commission, Prince George's County Health Department, Maryland Department of Planning, Baltimore Gas and Electric Company, the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Prince George's County Department of Public Works and Transportation, Verizon, Prince George's County Public Schools People Accounting and School Boundaries, Prince George's County Public Schools Department of Capital Programs. Under the date of October 11, 2017, a memorandum asking for comments was sent to the following city departments: Department of Public Works, Police Department, Department of Parks and Recreation, Office of Fire Marshal and Permit Services. The following agencies' responses were received. No concerns with the project comments from Maryland Capital Park and Planning Commission, Washington Suburban Sanitary Commission, and Prince George's County Schools Department Capital Program. The following agencies' responses were received from city departments. Laurel Police Department provided a comment and stated there are no concerns with the project. The City of Laurel Department of Public Works submitted the following comments, quote, "A concrete driveway apron is recommended to be provided at this location because the current driveway width is approximately 10 feet wide, and a commercial driveway entrance standard requires a minimum of 30 feet. The applicant needs to provide information regarding how to maintain two-way traffic safely and not create traffic backing up on Montgomery Street / Brooklyn Bridge Road. It is also noted that the private sidewalks from the site to the street are connected by steps. These do not meet American with Disabilities Act standards. As we understand the historic value to keep its original design, some safety measures should still be taken into consideration. No improvement is proposed in the city's public right-of-way at this time. If any right-of-way closures or sidewalk closures are needed for this work, the applicant must contact this department for approval prior to the start of work. The applicant is responsible for any and all damages within the public right-of-way. If any utility cuts will be performed on a city street, the restoration work must follow the city's standards that require the permanent patches in the cut area with a 2-inch mill and overlay from curb to curb, a minimum of 25 feet in each direction of the cut. The scope of the restoration work will be determined by this department," end quotes. In response to the Public Works memo, the applicant sent a follow-up email regarding the project. Planning staff and Public Works Department both concluded that the driveway in question could be left alone to prevent altering the historic nature of the property and to prevent the loss of walnut trees located in the historic district. Removing those trees, which are healthy and not dangerous, is prohibited without planning staff approval. No other departments provided comments. On October 17, 2017, a letter explaining the nature of the application and advising of the scheduled public hearings and the application before the Planning Commission and the Board of Appeals was sent by certified mail to all contiguous property owners. All return receipts were received. A memorandum from the City of Laurel Planning Commission to the Board of Appeals dated November 15, 2017 reads as follows. At the regular meeting of the City of Laurel Planning Commission held on November 14, 2017, the following action was taken on the subject zoning application. On motion of Mr. Welford, second by Ms. Parker, and carried on a roll call vote by all other members present, the Planning Commission recommended that the City of Laurel Board of Appeals grant special exception application number 876 with the conditions. The file contains a certificate of the publication verifying that this application and public hearing was advertised in the November 23, 2017 issue of the Prince George's Sentinel. The file contains an affidavit signed by the applicant attesting that a zoning sign has been placed on the subject property and has remained and shall remain until a decision is reached by the Board of Appeals. That concludes the reading of the file, Madam Chairwoman. The applicant is seeking special exception approval to operate a bed and breakfast facility to be located at 1110 Montgomery Street. The property is zoned R55 one-family detached and is surrounded by a house of worship to the east, residential properties to the north and west, and a community park to the south. The house will have guest rooms which will be located in the principal building on the property and will be available for customers for whom overnight accommodations and breakfast food service only will be provided. Each guest room will be available for a length of stay ranging from 1 night to no more than 2 weeks. The owners will reside in the principal building on the property with private third-floor rooms. Parking already exists on the property and is more than adequate to accommodate customers for the 3 guest room bed and breakfast. In addition to the owner's 2-car garage, the property provides 4 designated parking spaces with no additional change to the current landscape or structure. The applicant is also seeking approval as part of their social exception to install a hanging sign with a 5 square foot sign area attached to a 4 foot tall post on their property near Montgomery Street. Staff recommends that the City of Laurel Board of Appeals approve special exception application 876 with the conditions outlined in the technical staff report. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, on our sign-up sheet, we have Lisa Everett. If you would like to come up to the podium and give us your name and address for the record.
I am Lisa Everett. I live at 1110 Montgomery Street in Laurel. And I just wanted to introduce myself and answer any questions you might have.
Okay. Board members.
I just have 2. How many restrooms do you have in the house?
There are 5 restrooms. We have a powder room, and then each of the 3 guest rooms will have a private bath, and then on the 3rd floor we have a restroom.
Just curious. And then what about the sidewalk issue with the American Disabilities Act? What was, I mean, that, you're talking about the steps, I guess, down that are along Montgomery Street?
The letter referred to steps that go from the sidewalk up to our yard. And
But that would only affect someone if they were walking down the sidewalk and coming up the steps, right? Because most of your patrons are going to be driving into the driveway. And, okay. All right.
yes.
Okay.
And it sounded like there's an exception because of the historic nature,
yes.
but that safety should improve. We do want to install a handrail at those stairs and also handrail on our porch stairs, which we don't have yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm coming out
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
Who monitors the cleanliness and what have you? Do you have to have a special license with the state? Does the who oversees you?
The county health department.
The county health department
will license me. So this is a conversation we've had back and forth. At first, they thought I would require a commercial kitchen. The final word that I've gotten was that, no, I don't need a commercial kitchen, but I do send in a plan of my kitchen, and they come and inspect and issue a license for me to serve breakfast.
And that's the only licensing that's needed.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You're good? Any other concerns?
No, not at all.
Nope. Anyone else want to speak on behalf of this special exception?
Welcome, and I hope you do well.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Ms. Everett. Well, if there are no more questions or discussion, then may I have a motion, please?
Madam Chair, I make a motion.
Wait 1 second.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I guess we need to note that Mr. Whitley arrived on our...
Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. All right. Now, let's go forth. Mr. Lee.
Sorry. Madam Chair, I hereby move that we adopt the findings of fact and conclusion of law as outlined in the technical staff report for application number 876 and move approval of resolution number 17-06-BOA as presented.
Second. All right.
Mr. Lee?
Yes.
Mr. Whitley?
Yes.
Ms. Les?
Yes.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Chairwoman Chanel?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Good luck. Sounds exciting. Are there any items we should discuss before Christmas, or anything we need to know that's happening before we adjourn the meeting?
We will have 2 special exceptions in December coming up.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Do we have the date yet of that meeting?
Yes, we do. It will be December 28th. We have 3 members confirmed already for that meeting and needed to speak to a couple other ones.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Good.
I think I did, but I will. Okay.
I must have, but I have to double check. With that, we'll adjourn the meeting, and we'll wish everybody a Merry Christmas. We won't see you again until after Christmas. So, well, we see you for New Year's. So we'll wish you all a good holiday.
And I'd like to say for the record, I want to wish the staff that supports this board a very happy holidays and
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas also.
Good job. Good job.
That's right. And with that, we'll adjourn this very quick meeting. Good night.